In this step, we shall discuss the HTML and JavaScript for the voting home page that will open when a customer or user opens the home page of your project or contacts your server. This is a screenshot of the home page. We will be discussing this. A question is shown, an image is shown, options, and a vote button. This vote button is connected through JavaScript. So this is all what we are going to learn right now, and let's see where the file should be stored. We will be creating an assets folder that you are seeing here. This folder will contain a index HTML page and an images folder, and I'll open this. This image is the same image that you see on the question here, and then now our objective is to study the HTML written inside this index page. We have opened the page in Visual Studio. This is the customary HTML header, and this is all those starting tags, head, meta tags, and this is the CSS that we have written inside this file. This div.q, these are the various CSS that we have written here, and after this whole CSS, you can examine this CSS at your own level, but this is not the part here. It is mere decoration. And then we have this div that contains the question text and a image that points to the same image that you are seeing just now. And after that, we have this is the div where the voting trends will be shown in the form of these bars like A, B, C, what percentage have been scored. Then we have these radio buttons for the various choices, and after that we have this whole story is the input for the user ID, this is for the password, and then this is the send button where the user will click vote. This is connected to a JavaScript function called doSend, and let's have a look at that function next. Scrolling. So this is the function, and the choice is extracted. Student ID is read from the input value. We have URL encoded this because student ID and student password both are user inputs and they will travel to a remote server. So they have been URI encoded again through JavaScript. This is some validation. If the user has not made any choice or doesn't enter a student ID, you can write whatever validation you want. And then scrolling further, this is some hiding and showing of some tags there. Now this is the important part. When the user clicks that vote button, an AJAX request is sent through the fetch API. The request goes to ok.json. This file actually doesn't exist. This is just a name. This text will ultimately be used to determine that the request is coming for voting purposes. This is the choice which will be sent as a query string. You can have a look at it again. I'll show it again. This is the query string choice, student ID, student password. 3 values will be sent, and these single quotes, they are special quotes which allow us to use string interpolation in JavaScript. You can have a look at the Mozilla website for details of this. And next this continues with this AJAX request dot then promises, and if an OK response is obtained, in that case the received JSON is parsed for the votes. This will be actually sent by the server This will be a JSON value. We will learn about that as we go there. And then a for each loop is run on that, I think ABCD corresponding to each input. Some data will be sent, and a div is created, percentage is calculated. So this will serve that purpose of bar chart that will ultimately be shown there. And the width has been shown as 4 times the percentage, so that chart looks a bit bigger. This is only a random figure that I used. Then this is enabling disabling logic, and this is it. But you will have to spend some time in understanding, because HTML and CSS are not a part of this course. So with this I close, and in the next tutorial we'll now read the requests coming, and we will now send images from the server. We'll close it right now. Thank you.